collaborate at some capacity to be around the team and being with the players and just be around the team is always positive because it gives me the opportunity to share with the players my experiences in baseball, and at the same time, I believe it's always good, when you're active players and you have guys that have done it before, being around the clubhouse, some conversation, some very positive conversation can happen in those moments.
Howie on the left.
Hey, Carlos, congratulations. Your first year here in '05, there were lots of ups and downs. Was there any one, or maybe were there any couple of people, whether in uniform or out, who you leaned on, who made the transition to New York easy or easier for you?
Well, I have to say that when I came to New York, I came from Kansas City and a little bit of time in Houston. And, there's no doubt that New York is just is a different place to play baseball. The attention that you receive here as a baseball player, understanding the amount of people, media, right, that you have to be available after the games is different in any city. I play for 6 different organizations in baseball, and I never experienced in New York what I experienced in other organizations. So I didn't really understood the magnitude of playing in New York City. I knew that I wanted to be here because I felt that at the point where this organization was heading into, they were adding players that I thought were going to help this organization moving forward. I will say that there were a few moments in that year. I pulled my quad. I tried to play through pain and didn't really work out. I had a collision with Mike Cameron in the outfield. I missed like 3 games, and I tried to get back, and I didn't feel good coming back, but I felt like that responsibility to be there for the team. So it was a tough year. Thanks God, the year after I had a better year, and after that, I felt like I was able to find my rhythm, and I was able to understand a lot of things playing in New York. So that's why I always say that when I'm around the team, and sometimes we get into trades about adding players to the organization, I feel that sometimes you have to dig deep into see if that player wants to come to a city like New York, where that tension is going to be different, and at the same time, I always try to put myself available to have conversation with those players just to share my experience. Hopefully, some of those experiences can help.
Was there any one particular person that you might have leaned on, particularly in that first year, to help you adjust?
Well, you know what? I talk a lot to Pedro. Pedro came from Boston, and Boston also is a city where the attention is big and huge, and he won there, and he was very successful over there. So he was one of those guys that I really leaned to.
Peter on the right.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Kind of to build on what you just said, just what did this Mets portion of your career mean to you and to your life as well?
It's you know what? It really means a lot, even though at times I felt like I was misunderstood. It's sweet, it's bitter, at times, because I felt that, there were moments where I was doing everything possible to try to connect with the fan base. And for some reason, at times it was hard because the message that, was delivered sometimes out there about me didn't allow me to connect with the fans. But believe it or not, this was the team where I feel like I grew the most, as a character, as an individual, as a player, being able to, to show up every day. I always have been a player that show up to the ballpark every day to try to do the best I can to help the team win. And also I felt like when I think about my career, I try to be the best teammate possible for the people around me. So, but yeah, at times I feel like the connection was not there. But you know what? The fact that I see myself as a Met, my identity as a baseball player is here. And also the working with this organization in the past 3 years also has been incredible because David, Eduardo, Carlos Mendoza, and the people within the organization have really allowed me to be around the team and also to feel free, to feel like I'm contributing, to what they're building.
Tim on the left.
Hey, Carlos, congratulations. You mentioned the ups and downs here and feeling misunderstood at times. Does that make this recognition more validating in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing, my friend. I know that I feel super humble because not every player get to have a number retire, at a stadium, and the fact that forever 15 will be retired here, and it's it's a validation for sure. I feel like the years that I play here, even though we didn't win anything, but I have fun. I have fun with the team. I have fun with the teammates that I have, and I feel like I really develop a lot of incredible relationships in those 7 years.
When did you first start thinking this might be a possibility?
I never thought about it, honestly speaking. I mean, 7 years, not a lot of years, Sometimes, when you get to see numbers retire at stadium, because player has played there for more than 7 or maybe 10, 15 years, maybe the whole career, right? So 7 years, not a lot, but the fact that they consider those 7 years as something positive to retire my number, I'm happy and excited for that.
Laura on the right.
Congratulations. I mean, just, I guess going back to the fans a little bit, in the last couple of years, have you noticed a change? Do you feel more understood or appreciated by them?
Well, I mean, I was here at the Old Timers game. I heard a lot of cheers, which was very good. But you know what? I think to me that's in the past. Actually, I'm answering the question in that moment, right? Right now, the relationship that I have with the Mets organization, the relationship that I have with ownership and everybody here is super positive. I love it. I love being around the team. I love being around the ballpark. I get to receive the love from the fans, which is always amazing, and that's what it's all about. When I was a kid, I dreamed about becoming a baseball player, and had an opportunity to provide for my family, and God gave me that opportunity for 20 years, and I always dream about fans reaching out, asking for autograph, and I get to experience that. And to me, it's just like it's just one of those dreams where when it comes reality, I try to be present for the fans. I try to be present for the people around me.
In the back.
Carlos, congratulations por todas las cosas que está pasando en estos momentos contigo.
Gracias.
Rápidamente ha ido poco a poco ocurriendo cosas en ti, increíblemente, hasta el punto que tuviste a un paso de ser hasta manager de los New York Mets. Pero retirar tu número tan rápido después que ganaste candidatura al Salón de la Fama, ¿esperabas eso tan rápido?
No, honestamente para nada. Creo que lo veo como una gran bendición, lo veo como verdaderamente una validación de todo el esfuerzo a través de los años. No hay duda de que jugué esta organización por 7 años y como mencioné anteriormente, casi siempre los peloteros que tienen los números retirados aquí en los parques en las grandes ligas. Son peloteros que han jugado para esas organizaciones por muchos años. Así que que hayan considerado esos 7 años como algo importante. Y, ¿verdad? Yo sé que también lo del Hall of Fame probablemente ayuda en parte. Siendo el tercer Hall of Fame de esta organización. Siguiendo Tom Seaver, Mike Piazza y ahora yo, pues no hay duda de que es un privilegio, una bendición y es algo que me lo estoy disfrutando.
On the right, Jerry.
Carlos, have you heard from any David Wright or Mike Piazza, who have the numbers retired here, obviously? They were your teammates, or have you heard from Keith or anyone else, Daryl or Doc? So many people connected with the Mets now who have the number retired. Have you heard from them about what to expect? And
No, I don't know what to expect, honestly speaking. I got to watch David Wright's, retirement, retiring number 5. It's a beautiful event. It's an event that you get to bring your family. You get to have your friends around. Jose Reyes reached out to me a few weeks ago. He was at the studio recording something. I don't know what he was doing, but he was very happy that I was going through that moment. And he said, "Hey, Mano, I'm gonna be there for you. You know that." And he's just a so energetic human being. I love him so much. I was talking early today about him, and I said that as a baseball player, you meet a lot of people, and you meet people that are so consistent day in, day out. And Jose Reyes was consistent day in, day out, the way that he showed up to the ballpark. And but yeah, man, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to overthink about what I'm going to say, or I just want to be present. I just want to be there and enjoy the moment with hopefully my parents, my wife, and my kids, and a bunch of friends.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Carlos, and congratulations.
Thank you, guys.